You know about that, Ebony?
Hello, everyone.
What's up, Ebony?
Nothing much.
I gotta apologize publicly to my sister because I've been curving her all this week. I'm like, yo, I've been treating her bad because you was calling me last week and you was calling me for important stuff to help my business and to better my life. But it wasn't personal. It was just like I said, I had the kids. That's still no excuse. But I just want you I want you to know that or whatnot, that I wasn't looking over. And we definitely need to tap in. So y'all need an Ebony on y'all team, if anybody, if anything. That's one thing she gonna do. She ain't stingy with the information. You know how some people, they might get a course or they might I don't know. If Ebony get a course or she get an ebook, hey bro, I got this ebook, I'm gonna send it over to you. Like she be giving me so much information. I'm like, God dang, slow down, Ebony. Hey bro, I'm in this Zoom call. I paid $1,500 for it, but I'm finna send you the link. I'm like, good grief. So everybody need it. Ebony, she is not stingy. Y'all think she mean, and she mean good, but if you got Ebony on your, honestly, you need me. You know, I'm divorced, but it's one thing that I do say I miss about that I thought that I didn't need. That nagging that a female, it's not really nagging, but it's just a woman being on your butt and just making sure that you doing right out here in these streets. They see you got name where your potential and where you can go, and you don't see it, and god dang, they just on your butt. So I can't even lie. Something like that I actually do miss. Something that I'm
very guilty of that. I'm very guilty of that.
I mean, something that I used to hate, though, that's crazy. I used to hate that. I was like, oh, you got your hair done? Look at you. Looking cute over there. Who that is? Miss Brand New? What's up, player?
What up, man?
I ain't seen James in goddamn, I don't know how long, man.
Hey, Ebony, how you doing?
Hey, bro. Hey, you got your hair done? What's this new hairdo?
It's just growing, that's all. I'm not.
You do get hair done.
Nice and neat or anything.
Pretty ass.
What you talking about? What are you talking about, man?
Pretty ass.
You talking about some
light skin.
You need some nagging. What are you talking about?
Nah, man, I was saying, Ebony be on my butt. You know, pause. Snap! Look at me. I'm messing up already. Ebony be on me, and just like you know, you be like how you free with the information. She be free with the information, and she just be on me, and I say that's one thing I actually do miss about when when you're married. You don't like when your old lady getting on you. But I honestly like look at certain stuff like that in the past, and I'm like, dang, I actually need somebody on my ass that can keep me in line, man. Cause it's hard keeping yourself in line. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't one of those people that can just goddamn stay in line. I need somebody to goddamn tell me.
I can definitely speak on that. In these years of being married, my wife has definitely kept me on point. And my wife is very, like I'm a dude, so normally we just be like, whatever. We focus on what we feel is important and that's whatever. But she's she's very organized and she's like almost like OCD about it. So it's like annoying on one hand, but on the other hand, it's like, because I laugh at myself. We be laughing because everything is like, she always says everything has to have a place. If it doesn't have a place, you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't pull it out of wherever that place is, if you haven't touched it in 2 or 3 years, get rid of it. You don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like something seasonal, like a coat or something. Like, we in Alabama, so you might not need your coat all the time. And it might be some winters you don't really need a coat, but then some you do. So something like that, of course, is an exception. But I was laughing, man, because what was it? The last birthday party that we had for one of the kids here, it was like a whole bunch of people came over. And people just walk around the house and all the doors was open or whatever. And then like my boys was like, man, y'all just got all the doors open like that? Well, yeah, why not? Like, y'all don't have a room where y'all put all the stuff when people come over?
Yeah.
Nah, man, that's not how this house operates. Not because of me, because of her. But you need that. Definitely.
Nah, you need that, man. That's something that women do bring to the table, man. I can definitely, like I said, when you're young, you don't appreciate it. When you start to get older, you're like, man, good grief, especially fresh drawers, yo. Fresh underwear, fresh toilet paper, fresh deodorant. I thought that stuff magically appeared, bro. When you get out of a relationship, you were like, dang. But bro, it be to the point I be buying new underwear, man.
Come on, bro.
Be buying socks. Nah, man, I'm just go buy me some socks, bro. I'm telling you, man. You got a good woman in your life, boy. They be, hey, that food magically appears. Got like toothpaste. I'm still that thing right this morning. I'm like, I still can make it work. Bro, I tell you the truth. But nah, we ain't gonna harp on that, man. How your day was, bro?
Man, my day was busy, man. It was busy. Trying to get my fitness back to where it needs to be. Cause I want my finances and not to say like, I got a bunch of money, but we taking steps, we building up, but I want my finances and my fitness to be, you know what I'm saying? Health is wealth. That's what they say. So what's the point of having money if you're sickly, if you're not in shape, if, you're not in your best physical condition as it is. And then, I was like, just, like kind of low key, like disappointed in myself because I'm not where I want to be physically. Cause I just, had my birthday a little while ago. I was like, you know what? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Like I can't complain. It's on me. So that's what I'm on right now, man. But it's been a busy day.
Definitely, bro. Man, I done had like my sister just told me 3 people within the last goddamn 3 weeks, bro, passed away. One guy who we grew up with and 2 people that's in the congregation we go to. Related and heart related, all about health or whatnot, pretty much. And I'm like, bro, we in that age, man. 40 to 60. I hear old people say 40 through 60, man. You're gonna start seeing a lot of your friends drop off, yo.
Yep.
And especially black people. What's his name? Dave Chappelle made a joke. It was funny, but it's the truth. Salt kills more black people than cops.
Oh, for sure.
That's the truth. Salt is killing us. It tastes so good. Trust me, it tastes good. But it's like literally, man, we got to be here for these kids, see them get married, see them graduate, because you see him 500, he done got down. He almost scared. Yeah.
He said it wasn't surgery or nothing. He said he did it all natural.
I don't know about that. I ain't going to hate
Nah, man, you got to get that man
credit. That was too quick, that thing.
He worked hard. He's been working hard.
Men lose weight faster than women.
Yeah.
That was too quick, though, Ebony.
You could just stop drinking sodas and you will drop weight. Women have more like our home hormones. Cause it's
Nah, let me start hating. How your day was, sis? How you been doing over there? Still suffering like the rest of us?
Still suffering.
I said, yeah, still surviving and sucking like the rest of us out here in this market.
Yeah. I ain't gonna so much say it sucks. It is what it is. You gotta go with the flow. You can't stress about it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to stay in business, it's just something you gotta go through. You know what I'm saying? And if you learn in business and just being in any business, anything can fluctuate. Just like some of these retail stores, you get what I'm saying? Everybody going to online, so you gotta adjust with whatever the market is for whatever business you in. Whether everything is not gonna look good. And I wish people would learn that in transportation. Like seriously, you gotta go with the market, and cut down your overhead.
Speaking of that, what's his name? Adam, with Innovative Logistics, he was on the Good Energy call, and he was talking about the market and saying that every year, which is crazy. I never knew this because I only been in the game for really 2 years, that every year around this time that the rates go down. I always thought, like, since it's like, at the peak season, holiday season, that the rates would kind of, go up just a little bit. But he's saying, like, he did the average that, rates go down around this time and whatnot. So what we're experiencing is actually normal and whatnot. So just like what Ebony said, it's like, you gotta get down and lay down. Estate property, you should say. That's something old school. I don't know if y'all young people know that out there.
And that's another thing. That's why it's so important for people to get mentorship, keep educating themselves on whatever industry you in. We're not trying to sell you any damn thing, but if you want somebody that's knowledgeable in this game and that can keep feeding you great information and be transparent with you all across the board, man, use your credit card, whatever. Go sell some ass because it's going to make your business better. I'm serious. Everything cannot be given for free. If you notice, when you get on a free call, I'm just being transparent. When you get on a free call, a webinar, it's all about them selling you for something that they got to offer you. They only going to give you so much. Some shit that you probably already know, but in order for you to get more, you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
So if you're in the transportation industry, yes, truck and hustle is not paying me, but you need to be in the building. Seriously. If you're in transportation and you're trying to stay in transportation, you gonna miss out.
Nah, definitely. And that's the thing about it. It's
that's
like
how you build partnerships, shaking hands, networking. Like, for real, you never know who's your next fucking partner. I love partnering with these two guys. I love partnering with whoever that I partner with, that I vet out, that I know you serious about what I'm serious about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bringing anybody to my damn table, though. If you're a damn clown, you got to go.
Ebony going down. They got Ebony going to that truck and hustle. She coming back with the loud pack. She gonna bring everybody back. I already know her.
I'm gonna drop that sauce. You know what I'm saying? Hey, for sure.
Hey, soon as I saw you up on there, I was like, ooh.
You gotta know. Like, a nigga jumped down, truck and hustle.
They got the right one on there.
Last week, like, what he do? And he dropped some gems on us for our podcast. It ain't just about me. It's about we, as 500 would say. It ain't just about him. It's about we. I ain't trying to get all the money. I need to share my pot.
It's enough out here for everybody, man. Everybody. Literally, it's enough out here for everybody. Everybody. Well, let's jump on this topic of today, man. We kind of discussed this before, but I feel we kind of need to go over it again because, we get a lot of DMs and a lot of questions and other things have happened to us in our journey through business to like add to this list. But things to ask brokers when booking loads. To help our drivers, pretty much, to make their life a little easier while they're driving. And to kick it off, asking for that pickup number. It's nothing worse that a driver hates is to get to a location and he got to call you for the pickup number. Now he got to get out of line and go to the back of the line. Sometimes they even make them get in their truck and move their truck, and he got to call you and ask for a pickup number. And some of these brokers don't know, it takes 30 minutes sometimes for them to get the pickup number, so get that pickup number. It's not always on the rate con. Ask for the pickup number. I literally have it written right in front of me because I'm sitting at my desk right now. And I got it written right in front of me, right by my laptop, to pretty much ask for the pickup number. It's literally number one. Because I had one of my third carrier that I was dispatching in PA. We just kept running into it. Pickup number. And that just drilled in my head. Ask for the pickup number. Something like something as small as that to keep your driver with you. Because I'm telling you, if you book 5 loads in 1 week, 9 times out of 10, you probably 2 of them loads you're not gonna have to pick up. And it feels good that they already have that. So do y'all want to add, or y'all want me to keep going? I keep going. Can you deliver early? What's the pickup and drop off hours? That's something that I always ask. What are the pickup, drop off hours? A lot of times these brokers, I'm not taking up for brokers, but brokers have been burnt just like us. So a lot of times they'll tell you, oh, it's a strict appointment. And once you book the load or you go deliver a load, you'll see that it wasn't even a strict appointment. They was open from 8 to 3. You know what I'm saying? So after you kind of like jokey, get buddy with the broker while you're on the phone, while you asking those questions and asking them how their day going, ask them like, hey man, can I deliver this early? Can I pick up this early? Because a lot of times you can, you know, ask those questions. DC or regular, yo, we definitely gonna get on that also. But yeah, ask them what's the hours, man. You know, because sometimes, like I said, you can get there early. Sometimes you might get in a wreck. Things happen in trucking. So ask them what's the pickup times, the drop off times, and stuff like that. Also, this is big right here, because TQL, my homeboy James' favorite company, is this the exact weight? Is this the exact address? For people who do hot shots like my girl or flatbed, is this the exact length? Because I'm telling you, these brokers, I'm not hating on the brokers, but they'll try to pull one on you. It's been plenty of times I done got to the shipper and they said 40,000, and my driver get on there, it'd be 30,000. I mean 40,000, and they get there and it'd be 43,000, and they'll act like pretty much they didn't know. You gotta ask them pretty much, is this the exact weight and also address? Like I was saying, is this the address? A gem for y'all. Ask them for the zip codes. And what I have up on my dashboard, I have Google Maps pulled open on my dashboard that I can just click on and ask for the zip codes. On Google Maps, you can just type in the zip code. You don't have to type in the address. You can type in the zip code from where it's picking up and where it's going, and then it give you not really the exact mileage, but it'll pretty much tell you what it is. Because it's a lot of times, like probably a lot of times, not like a lot, but it's been a lot of times that pretty much that I get the load and it's like 40 or 50 miles, sometimes an extra 100 miles, and I didn't negotiate. So that's my fault, and my driver be mad at me. So ask, is this the exact weight? Is this the exact loaded miles? And like I said, sometimes go as far as to ask for the zip code so you can type it in real quick. So once again, you can negotiate for some more money, you know, because you don't want your driver mad at you and you don't want to leave money on the table. And like I said, for Ebony, for hot shots or for flatbed drivers, actually the length, because you can't, some of that stuff you can't have hanging off of your trailer. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want them wasting your time. Number 4.
Tap in. You want length, width, and height.
Wow, there we go.
On the flatbed side, you know, you want length, width, and height.
Definitely. Because if you hauling something,
X or type of commodity that you're carrying, you want the length, width, and height. Because the limit, I keep my high shots like right at 10, under 10. I don't go above 10 because depending on how that bridge is, you know, it's certain stuff can't clear it. So. And
you waste gas if it's super high too, right, Ebony? If it's high
and heavy, yeah.
So.
Pretty
much like Oso said, which we can lead us in number 4. What's being loaded? You know, that'll pretty much give it away. What's being loaded? I'm once again not hating on brokers, but if you're not asking questions, I'ma slide. You know, I'ma play you, and that's what they doing. If you so quick, or you so nervous, or you just trying to hurry up and book these loads, they gonna play you for a fool. They gonna play you like a rookie. Ask them what's being loaded. You done got to the shipper. now you got recycled or cowhide or floor loaded load, and you don't know what to do. And something that I mentioned on one of my reels the other day is it happened to me before luckily it happened with a loadout trailer. One of my drivers pretty much had metal shavings from a recycled load before, and they turned her away. Not only did they turn her away, they wrote the trailer number down. So that trailer can never come back to that shipper ever again. So luckily that was a loadout trailer, so it didn't really matter. But imagine if that was that driver's trailer. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of shippers out here, but at the same time, you don't want to pretty much, limit yourself to making money. So ask pretty much what's being loaded. Is it recycled? Is it floor loaded? Because don't trust these shippers or these brokers to give you all the information. If they can they can juice you, they gonna juice you real good. Also something my boy Oso said, well, we can go into number 5. Where is it going? Is it going to a Walmart DC? Is it going to Family Dollar? Is it going to Amazon in Texas? Certain places I don't want to go. It's a spot that I don't want to go. Aldi's in Ellery, South Carolina. I will never go there again. Ellery, South Carolina, Aldi. Don't go there. Huh? You're going to sit all day. But it was my fault. I didn't ask the broker all the questions that I needed to ask. So it's like the driver didn't know that. No, I'm joking. But no, at the end of the day, it was honestly my fault. But still, like I said, you got to ask these brokers these questions. Because sometimes, I'm not saying that they try to juice you all the time, but because they might be rushing or they might not know. But a lot of times they be knowing and they not going to let you know because you might be in a rush. Your driver been sitting for like 3 hours and you trying to hurry up and book them a load. And you trying to just, you happy that you got a load. You try to hurry up and text them and forgot to tell them or forgot to ask them, is there a lumber fee or something like that. So make sure you go through the motions. Like I said, I got a list right in front of me. It's bootleg, but it's like right in front of me of everything that I need to ask. And I added to it, probably I add a new one, probably once a month or something like that. So, number 6, that leads into, is there a lumper fee? Do you pay for it? Can I get, something that my driver has taught me to act? Cause she be penny pitching, but I can't hate on her. She want her $3. Because if she has to pretty much pay for that lumper, they're going to take some money when they factor the load. So she asks, hey, can you add an additional $4 or $5 to it? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I tell them to take it out of my percentage because I don't want to go back and forth with the broker. But for her, I ask, you know what I'm saying? Because she's my first driver and I do anything for her because she bent over backward for me. So, but definitely.
Lumber fees was killing one of my guys last week. It was crazy, man. Like $420 lumber fee on one load, and it was 2 something on another. I was like, what in the world is going on? What y'all unloading lead? Like, what are you doing?
Did they reimburse them or did they give them a?
Yeah, they reimbursed, but like you said, think of that with factory, 3% of $400. That's what 4 times 4. That's $16 that you basically not getting back because you know what I'm saying. Like they gave us a new Raycon with the lumber fee on. It was like $426 or $428, something like that. And I was like, what is going on, man? The lumber fee was crazy, but it was also a Pepsi load. It was the first time I ever ran Pepsi. You see Pepsi all the time on the board, but I never had a carrier literally that could run it. And there's one dude, he can run it. His authority is good and everything lined up. It was a nice load. I ain't gonna lie.
How heavy was that, Jay?
Man, it was 43,000 pounds. I'm not gonna lie, but it well.
Hey, I like to call James out on the heavy stuff, yo. He always be talking about me.
First of all, I never said don't haul heavy stuff. I just said when you say, man, it's 44,000 pounds. That's not heavy. Like, yes, it is. I know it's heavy. I have no problem saying 43,000 pounds is heavy.
I'm gonna put a conceited meme when I on this video when I edit. Just because you said that, you never said. And I'ma pretty much edit a video of you saying not the hard edit when I pretty much edit this video and upload it to YouTube, yo. I would pretty much let everybody know that
We
you
got
said
to
it,
have some
bro.
understanding. So you trying to say that I say I don't haul heavy stuff?
Yeah, man, you be getting on me, bro. You be getting
That's
on
not
me,
what I
bro.
said, bro. I said sometimes. I always say. I say sometimes you gotta haul heavy stuff. That's what these trucks are for, hauling heavy stuff. My issue has always been with you when you be like, man, 45,000 is heavy, but 43 is
Yo!
not. Like 2,000 pounds make a big difference. That's my issue.
Lee said she spent 1,200. Good grief for a lumper fee. I'm not going over 42. Lee, these trucks are meant to haul heavy stuff. Okay, 44 or better around here in these streets. That's what we doing out here. ATC Express. I'm gonna change my name to Heavy Loads Express. That's what we running out here. Number heavy, 44 or better. We don't run nothing under 44.
And all your goddamn drivers gonna let your ass go because you ain't saving them on no fucking diesel.
Nah, I'm talking junk, yo. I'm talking junk. But no, number 7 that I have written down, can you get the direct number? Can I get your direct number? Or can I have, can't get this out. Pretty much when you book a load, I ask a lot of times for that broker's direct number, their cell phone number. Because what I've had happen a lot of times, I may need a lumper fee, maybe a late load, or something may happen, and I can't get in contact with the broker, you know. So I either ask, hey, can I get your number, or who do I need to contact when I have problems or whatnot? That's something that I do, because even this morning, I had a situation that I had to get in contact with a broker, and literally at 8:30, it was pretty much going to her voicemail. We couldn't pretty much find. We pretty much figured it out because somebody at the receiver helped us. But if I would add that number, which I just wrote this down, it pretty much would have helped us out. So try to get their direct number or who you should be pretty much communicating with, or who can be a backup to help you pretty much if something happens. Y'all got something y'all want to add?
I would say one thing to ask is about a reload. If you're trying to go in a similar situation or similar direction, just ask them. Be like, hey man, you got anything in this area? Going to wherever you might be going. You know what I'm saying? If you're going north, you're going south, whatever. Just asking about the reload, I think is. Sometimes they have it. Most times they don't, but sometimes they do. So.
Nah, I actually had that written down. Do you have any reloads at the receiver? Sometimes I ask them because I've delivered a lot in PA, and especially like if it's a Gatorade or Coca-Cola load that was heavy, they'll have like a reload to pretty much get me out of there. So yeah, that is something you can ask. So that's big. We'll at least say confirmed PO numbers. Yeah. Do I need a permit for this load, which would be number 8? Do I need a permit to haul this load? Something that I had happened to me I think 2 weeks ago. I needed a permit for a load, and TQL told me, James, cousin, told me that I didn't need a permit. But once again, at the end of the day, I kind of blame myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I should have went the extra mile and did the research, but I needed a permit to haul the load. So depending on what it is, if it's alcohol, do I need a permit for this? Because a lot of times they'll tell you don't. But if you're going through certain states, you need a permit for those, especially Kentucky. You definitely need a permit to go through Kentucky. They will shut you down until you get that permit. Something y'all want to add on that one?
So basically, what we're all saying is slow down, actually build a relationship with this particular person on the phone, have a conversation. Stop being in a rush because you're trying to make some money. It's so many mistakes that can be made to where, they can get you to lose your driver as well. And most important, I always preach this, is relationships, because you want to definitely be able to ask certain questions of where they get most of their freight coming out of, where they shippers at, where they, you want to know all these things, so even if you got somebody else somewhere else, you can use this particular same broker or shipper. You can put another truck on. So it's basically about having a conversation. Make sure you ask everything that you need to know about the commodity. Definitely on my side with hot shots, I stay away from permits, because a lot of my non-CDL drivers, they don't know how to. when you go get the permit, they can't give you the route that they gonna take. Well, also the permit people, they give you the route to tell them where the bridges are lows and all that. So I definitely stay away from oversized commodity, because I just don't want to deal with it, and I just don't have no drivers that they're still fresh. So I don't touch it.
To add on to something Ebony said just earlier, when she first started talking, when you're talking to these brokers, ask them, is it their load or is this a load they got to bid on? So you'll know if you need to waste your time with it. Some of these brokers, they'll be hitting you up or they'll send you an email and they bidding on it. Some of these loads are not theirs. So ask them that, hey man, is this your load? Because sometimes they'll say, I'll call you back or hit me back. You just ask them that straight out. Like, hey, is this your load? Is this something that you bidding on? Also, something that Ebony can touch on as far as hot shots and flatbeds. Y'all need to be asking how many straps do I need? How many chains do I need? Do I need this? Is this a strap load or is it a change load? Is this a tarp load? Because a lot of these brokers not telling you these are tarp loads. Is this a 4 foot? Is it a 6 foot? Is it an 8 foot tarp? Touch on that for me, Ebony, of stuff they need to ask as far as a hot shot about stuff like that.
Yeah, so basically you definitely want to know the dimensions. Like I said, the length, width, and height of the particular load. You want to know what type of commodity that you are carrying, right? You want to know if it needs to be tarped or not. They'll pretty much tell you strap and go, or you got to be chained down. Definitely
Question. But I am. Have you ever had a situation that they didn't tell you it was a tarp load?
No, because I'm always asking.
Excuse me then, player. But is there a situation that you probably heard of, or it could have been a situation that if you didn't ask, they probably could have maybe slipped you one, and you probably would have went on and not even known to ask for more money since this is a tarp load.
Well, it is a situation that I have ran into. Like, my driver will send me his pictures, and I'll say to him, because he didn't read fully through the rate confirmation, that it needed to be tarp. But also you get sometimes when he at the shipper, okay, I'd have told him that it needs tarps, and the shipper tells him, no, you ain't got to tarp it. You get what I'm saying? So I tell him, listen, fucking tarp that load, because I don't want to get to the damn receiver and it be a goddamn issue and something wrong with their freight. And it's going to be a claim against your insurance company, which is going to skyrocket your shit. So I don't know. I know they hate, a lot of flatbed drivers hate tarping. I mean, they hate it. Yeah. But they chose that fucking type of equipment. So you had to know what you was getting into, right? So no, I make my driver fucking tarp that load. Yeah. Because I'm telling you right now, you still gonna pay me. Yeah, because if it started raining, what is that for them, Ebony? And it's something that needed to be tarped. That's insurance. Like wood, it could get warped, it could get dry rotted, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like some stuff can get rust on there and this stuff is brand new. So no, it also in flatbed, if you parceling out, you know, you ask how much this commodity is, because you got to be really careful when you parceling out loads on a high shot, especially. Well, any goddamn equipment, I'ma say. You want to know how much that commodity is, because if something happened, you get in an accident or whatever, you need to know how much money you had on your trailer, and you cannot go over your cargo insurance, because that cargo insurance is covering that freight.
Yeah.
It's covering that freight. So don't go get. You got several parcels that's $90,000, and you only got $100,000 in cargo insurance. You got it. These are important questions that you have to ask. This is serious.
Facts.
And that's just facts.
And it's add on to what she's saying. I don't really do hot shots or partials, but I do hear stories of people saying that the broker will tell them that it's this length, and they'll be trying to make a partial, like, you know how they'll try to get 2 or 3 loads on one truck, and the broker told them something totally different, and they go to pick up another load, and that first load is longer, so now they can't pick up that second load. So you guys got to get the width, the dimensions pretty much of everything, how long this thing is, how wide it is, everything. So like what Ebony saying, like definitely check that. Something too. Go ahead, my bad.
Then if you got your mega ramps on the back, especially for a high shot, a lot of people don't like to sit freight on mega ramps on the back of it. So that 5 foot of space you can't use sometimes. You know, they don't want that freight on that back side. So definitely, and if you brand new in high shot and you really not sure, don't book another partial until your driver confirm I got this much more space. And your driver got to know how to communicate that to you. So, okay, you'll be like, okay, give me a second. Let me see if I can find you something. But if you going through, let me know which route you're taking. Maybe we can stop and pick something else if we don't have time to just sit and wait, right? But you got to confirm if you're not for certain. Once your driver send you that picture and let you know, okay, I still got 20 feet of space. But you have a lot of drivers that don't know how to trip plan. And so that can be another obstacle that you have to overcome with, you know what I'm saying, your drivers. And most of the time, you have to let them know the reason that you're not maximizing your earnings is because of your trip planning, and you don't know how to trip plan, right? So you could take several different ways. I'm not gonna figure out and see which motherfucker way you going. Because you might put it in your garment, and I'm looking at it on Truck Router or Google, and you might go a whole nother goddamn way.
Yeah.
So then what?
Ebony, tell us about because this is something else that I've heard, as far as that if you in hot shot and also in flatbed, you want to know how the unloading and loading is going to be done. And I'm going to let Ebony touch on this, but I've heard stories of people who haul containers and they get to the receiver and they're dragging that container off your trailer. And that's messing up your deck. Ebony, speak on that. Why it's important to have the knowledge of how it's going to be unloaded and loaded for these trailers.
Right, because you want to protect your asset, right?
Yeah.
So you just can't let these people, whatever type of freight you loading on a flatbed, you want to tell them where to set that freight at, right? Because you got to know if you want to extend on your trailer, you got to know where you want this freight placed at. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, especially with those containers, because they can either be empty or they can have freight inside of them, right? So you definitely want to ask those questions that Kara said. How's this going to be loaded and unloaded? like I said, and with flatbed, you know, when they have certain appointments, you have to make those appointment times. They're very important because sometimes they gotta order a crane. So if that crane gonna be there at 9:00 a.m., God damn it, I want you there at 7:30, 8 o'clock, waiting on the crane.
Definitely.
Right? Because we want to get that freight off, and let's move on to the next. So timing, like I say, timing is everything, especially now. If you don't know what timing is, God damn it, figure it out. It matters right now. No, seriously. In communication, I speak on it all the time. You will fuck your relationships up right now. And this the time you need to have some strong relationships. Like, seriously. If you want to survive and you want to keep your carriers on with you, you definitely gotta be versatile. You gotta bring more to the table than just booking fucking loads, and because you so good to making yourself some money. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
To add to that, for the dry van, you might want to ask them too, you know, as far as how are you going to be unloaded. I know sometimes that it doesn't happen a lot, but I know James probably ran into this. It's like they'll get to the receiver and they got 2 box trucks unloading them. They got to unload pretty much stuff and put it in the box truck, and then unload half of the other stuff and put it in the box truck, and then the box truck got to go somewhere and take it off, and then they got to come back and get the rest of the stuff. So that's something that I've seen too, you know, pretty much with not, it doesn't happen a lot, but I have ran into that with dry van stuff, that they got box, just weird stuff. You know, they get to a open lot and it's a farm and they got somebody with a bootleg, you know, what's them things called? Forklift, you know, taking the stuff off. So you might also want to ask that for the dry van as well.
Yeah, I've had that where they literally will they'll put a pallet jack on a forklift, so they'll use the forklift first to get, you know, the first few things off at the door. Then they put a pallet jack on there, and then, like Oso said in the comments, like, you got to ask about driver assist, because then they'll be like, well, the driver has to use the pallet jack to pull the pallets to the door, and then we can use the forklift because they don't have a dock. You know, you just out, like you said, in a parking lot somewhere, and they just running pallets back and forth using the forklift and a pallet jack that's actually in the trailer. So I've seen that before, and if your guy's doing that, you know, you definitely got to get compensated for that. Like, that's time and that's effort. So they need to get some money.
Nah, definitely. And these are the reasons why we mentioned that. For one, to save time, or to know to tell that broker, no, I don't want it, and also so you can get more extra money for your driver, so they just won't, you know, get to the shipper or receiver and be mad at you because you didn't do everything on your end to find out what was going on. Something that Lee said in the comments that I totally forgot: blind shipments. I had a blind shipment a couple of weeks ago. Honestly, it's on my list now. Normally, I always have brokers tell me it's a blind shipment because they don't want your big mouth to get there and mess it up. But I had one broker didn't even tell me. And, you know, I kind of figured it out when they kept asking for the BOL and everything. And I'm like, for us to print it out, I'm like, this is a blind shipment? And they said, yeah. But by then, I done lost $200 or $300 or $400 I could have asked, because blind shipments, you can get more money for blind shipments. You can get $200 to $300, $400, $500 for a blind shipment.
So explain what a blind shipment is.
Blind shipment is pretty much, in so many words, the shipper, who's ever shipping this, don't want the receiver to know pretty much where it's coming from. So pretty much you'll get to the shipper, and they will pretty much you'll have a BOL, but once you get the BOL, they'll ask you to send it over to them, and they'll send you another BOL to pretty much give to the receiver. And they'll have you, like, print it out, because you're doing more work. You got to be hush-hush. They want you to, you know, close your mouth and keep a secret, you know. and then you got to stop at a TA or a truck stop and print this stuff off. That's why they're giving you an extra couple $100 to do this. Trust me when I say you can get $200 or $300 more for a blind shipment. I ain't talking about 100. You can get like a $200 or $300 more for a blind shipment. So
yeah, they got to pay you for your silence.
I'm on one right now.
You on one right now? How much you got extra, Ebony?
I got about $300 more. I'm on one right now. New driver. I basically had to drill it in his damn head.
Get your name out.
Get him to call me. Yes. So you can explain it to him. So,
Exactly.
you know, yeah, definitely. These are just questions that you got to ask. Very, 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 very important, you know. So, and that's why mentorship is very important.
and like Ebony said, she drills it in y'all. And this, like I said, once again, it's not to get paid, but you're paying for our mistakes. Pretty much. That's the cheat code. We're giving you the cheat code. Pretty much. If anybody plays video games, you go to, you know, GameStop and you buy the book, and they give you all the cheat codes. You had to pay for it. So pretty much the 2 to 3 years, Ebony 20 plus years in trucking that she has from dispatching and just being on the corporate American side, you're getting that knowledge from her from every angle. So definitely get mentorship. And we still have mentorship. I still have mentorship. Even the big dogs, anybody you know in life has mentorship. It's not like, because I think black people be thinking, and I hate to talk about our people, but I think sometimes we think that like people just trying to like juice you for money. It's like, no, this is a way of life. You need mentorship if you're going to the next level. If you're trying to get to the next level, you need it. White people have been doing this since the beginning of time. We just now catching on to it. That's why it's probably so foreign to us. Somebody
to hold your ass accountable, because I'm definitely gonna hold your ass accountable. I mean, you could just ask anyone on his live or any one of my mentees. Like, I do check-ins. Like, what we doing? Like, what have we accomplished? I'm still waiting on Karis to get on the Zoom call right now.
She on my butt, bro. What y'all, I got my whole list, man. I done went through my whole list of everything that I had, about 14 questions that
and that 14 question is good, because at the end of the day, get your coins together and get your mentorship. If you didn't catch the 14 questions, then I'm not trying to be ignorant today, but time is now. Like, you want to go to the next level, you need mentorship, like point blank period. Like, you know, everything can't be for free. Education is important. Shit, you ain't learn, you got all these degrees at school and you ain't learned shit about business. Yeah. Nobody in the fucking professor life probably ran a business, but they teaching a business class. Come on now. Real talk. Can't tell you.
Let me say this. Don't be cheap with your mentorship too. If you with me, you with Ebony, or with anybody else, don't be cheap with it. Because I do mentorship with somebody and I only get 2 calls. I only get 2 calls a month, and I only get 1 hour each call, and it's not enough. I don't be trying to goddamn lollygag. I be like, all right, man, he be trying to talk about the game. I be like, look, bro, we got to stay on point. I need to act. It's not enough. It's not, an hour is not enough. Even with the knowledge that I have, not to say I'm all knowledgeable and stuff, but an hour is not enough, man. It is literally not enough. So it's almost to the point that I need to sign up for another level of mentorship. You know what I'm saying? Because if some people try to cram in, 50 years of knowledge into 1 hour, and it ain't gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So don't be cheap. Like I said, if you go with me, Ebony, or somebody else, whoever you go with, don't be cheap with it, man. Because you're not cheap with them Jordans. You're not cheap with that hookah. You're not cheap with the weed. You're not cheap with the 1948 you drinking. You're not cheap with the Gucci. You're not cheap with the haircuts, your hair. Don't be cheap about taking your family to the next level for generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Don't be cheap with it. James.
I always go over my hour. It'd be like 2 hours. I look up like, God damn, because I have so much information that I be trying to give out to make sure, you know, and then let my mentees ask questions to make sure they understand, you know.
It's a fact. Because when you get on the phone, you start talking.
Just like now, I rescheduled my mentor call to next week because I want to bring back some more information from Freight Press. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And they was okay with that.
No, definitely. Make y'all heard this a lot. Make your next move your best move. Please. And anything, if it's mentorship, something that I'm doing right now. I think I talked to James and somebody, I think he's talking to Ebony about it. Because I'm trying to go somewhere to the next level now to get me to start buying trailers. That's my next move. And there's certain things, certain vices in my life that I'm literally have to take out. Food and women are my two vices. I love to eat good and I love women. But right now, if I'm going to get to the next level of buying trailers, I have to make my next move my best move. So what does Karis got to do? I got to stop eating DoorDash. I was looking at my DoorDash account and I was literally spending $150 to $250 a week on DoorDash. That is insane. A week. And I'm not talking about for the whole week, for like 2 to 3 meals. And somebody might be like saying, oh, 150, 200 ain't a lot of money. You add that up for every week. And that's a lot of money that you can start investing, building your credit or everything. Also, women. I like women. I like to go out, hang, have women come over. But is that going to get me to the next level that I really want to go to? That's my vices. What is your vices out there? Is it trips? Is it your hair? Is it what? Like I said, I'm not saying that you can't have fun. I'm not saying that I can't treat myself to some wings or, you know, enjoy a night out with a female, but I can't do it so much that it's taking me away from my dream of buying trailers. That literally is my next goal, to buy trailers. So, and start renting them out. So I tell anybody out there, man, y'all got to make y'all next move your best move. Because a lot of us out there are in situations and we put ourselves in these situations. We put ourselves in the situations by buying a car. We put ourselves in situations by buying an outfit or buying a house or whatever we in. And now we trying to get out of it. So now that we in the situation, we got to somehow find our way to get out of it and make our next move our best move. I just had to share that real quick. Because like I said, I'm talking more to myself, but hopefully it can help somebody out there that's in the same situation that I'm in, that's trying to get to that next level, and they need to pretty much cut out a vice that they have. Because like I said, man, it's hard, but I'm going to get it done. We been on here for about like pretty much an hour. What y'all want to close it out? Y'all got some closing remarks or something else to say about it?
I would definitely say, if you have not bought your Freight Fest ticket, I suggest you get one. Virtual ain't gonna do it for you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be in person. So
let me find out you getting some money on the side, Ebony.
I ain't getting no money on the side. It's the biggest, it's the biggest transportation conference. Like, you in transportation, you need to,
I'm messing with you.
You need to know how to pivot, you know, if it's the business that you interested in. If this something that floats your boat. I love logistics, period. So of course I'm a talk about it. I ain't getting paid. No, I ain't getting paid yet. But wait till I make some more moves down there in this building this weekend.
Ooh.
It's gonna be major. And I'm putting that on affirmation and manifestation. For real.
On Mary, I had a little lamb.
Yes. Point blank, period. And if you need my mentorship, go click the link in my bio. Also, I will be dropping, I have my wait list up right now for my digital products. So it's all in my bio.
Speak
Click
about what you
on
got
it.
going on. You got going on for Black Friday, Ebony, real quick, because I'm gonna tag this in to the I'm gonna tag a advertisement in for the for it too when I post this on YouTube.
Just my digital course, my mentorship. Um, of course, you know, everybody's slicing their prices for Black Friday. So that's the same thing I'm doing. Mine's just don't, my digital course does not just have trucking in there. It also has credit and, you know, teaching you how to build your business credit and stuff like that. So definitely tap in and, you know, whatever else I find out from Freight Fest. So I pay for education.
That's what's up. What about you, James? What you got? Your closing remarks, brother?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna try to give a little bit of game. People, they're gonna recognize that they're not going to. So if you saw the list that Karis had, if you didn't, you might have been taking notes and everything. Go back, watch the replay. One thing that you can do, I use this in all my little hustles and businesses and everything. I use it a lot. Google is your friend. And when I say Google, I don't mean like the Google everybody knows, like as far as like, oh, I'm gonna Google this and learn about it. Google has like their suite of applications that you could use. So for me, especially when it comes to dispatching and then like some other stuff that I do, Google Forms, Google Docs, Google Sheets, that's all your friend. So go back, watch what Kara said, go to forms.google.com, create a form, put all these questions in there. You can put multiple choice, you could put small sentence, you could put paragraph, you could put yes or no, like drop down where it just has like a limited selection. You could do all that, play around with it, create all those questions. So every time you talk to a broker, you need to be putting that information in that Google Forms. And what happens is that information is automatically populated to Google Sheets, like a spreadsheet. So going forward, every single time you book a load, you'll have email address, you'll have phone numbers, you'll have all that information from that particular broker about that different load. So you can always reference it. You can always go back and look at it. I had a conversation with Karis, I think it was last week. He was, he was schooling me. And he was talking about how he has his email list. Maybe I'm giving up too much, but I'm going to say it. If you don't like it, you just going to have to get over it, bro. He was saying he has an email list of past loads, of past brokers that he's worked with that, he'll just, email here and there when he needs to. And so that put an idea in my head. So what also I'm going to do is I have every single load I've ever booked. I have it all filed like by the dates. So I'm going to go to, there's another thing, go to onlinejobs.ph. You get you a virtual assistant from the Philippines. There's going to be a task. I'm not going to pay him by the hour. I'm just going to give him a task. It might be 50, might be $100. I'm going to take all those PDFs of all my Raycons, put it in one folder on Google Drive, and say, hey, I need you to go through every single one of these. And it might not be the same form, but it'll be a form. It'll have the destination, the origin, the destination. It'll have the broker's contact info, phone number, email address, and everything. And literally have them put that into the like I said, forms.google.com, put it in, hit enter, put it in, hit enter, put it in, hit enter. And at the end of the project, however long it takes, these VAs, I've had VAs before, they could probably get that done in 4, maybe 5 hours. And if you pay $100, $20 an hour is big to them, because the VA I had before, I was paying her $3 an hour. So however long you think it's going to take, you just figure, you pay them well, but you just pay them that one-time task, and you got a whole spreadsheet of every single load you've ever worked. Take that, and then next time when you stuck or when you're trying to figure out somewhere, you can literally just, the thing about a spreadsheet, you can sort by your state, by a city, whatever. So if you say, okay, I'm in Georgia, you just sort it, and then you go and you grab all the loads that you ever worked in Georgia, grab all those email addresses, just send out a blast. Like, hey, I'm in Georgia. You got anything going to wherever? Or my truck is, we trying to go to which call next week. Do you guys have anything? the same way they do us, because I know y'all get the same emails I get. I get emails from brokers all the time. Do you have a truck in Minnesota going to, you know, Chicago? It's like, no, but it's just blasted out there. I'm telling y'all, Google is your friend. Google Forms, Google Docs, Google Sheets. Like, use that, implement that. You can take, once you create that form, like with all the characters questions for the brokers, you get the URL. You could do it on Apple and you could do it on Android. You create a shortcut on your desktop on your phone. So you literally hit that button, it'll pop up the form. It's already mobile friendly. You on the phone, you got your Bluetooth in, you can just put the information right there on your phone. You could do it on the computer or on your phone, either way. So that's just one thing. Like, he gave you all this knowledge and all this information. So take it, like, because you might not always have a piece of paper with you, but you always going to have your phone. If you're talking to a broker, you're either going to be on your phone or in front of your computer. So either way, you can access it, and it's there, so it'll remind you step by step. So you won't forget, you won't, you know, oh, I forgot that question. And you could actually, on the form, you can make some of those, you know how like you fill out a form and it won't let you hit submit until you can turn some of them on where it's like required. So it's like you won't even be able to submit it until you put that. Now, you don't want that for every single one, because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the information might not be applicable, but at least for the phone number, the email, just the basic information, you make it so that you can't move forward unless the information is submitted. That's just that's what I got. So, and if you don't know how to do that, and if you want somebody to do it for you, holler at me in my inbox. And I don't have a mentorship, but I will slide that to you for a small fee. So
I might have to let you do it for me then, bro.
Hey, he just dropped some major gems on you guys. James is our tech guy. Yes. So, guys, listen, I can't stress it enough. Y'all better get with the program or y'all is gonna get left out here. For real.
To end it off, not on a sad note, but just to stress the point that we don't have all day to play with. We just pretty much everybody know about the rapper Takeoff. He just pretty much passed away. Ebony, my sister, had 2 people pass away within the last, I think, 2 months. James, he had 2 drivers or 1 driver, James?
2. One of them was, unfortunately, one of them was murdered, and the other one, he passed away, just health issue. Like you said, we got to take care of our health, man.
2 drivers passed away. I mentioned earlier, my sister hit me up, 2 people in our congregation, and somebody that we grew up with, I think from school, she was telling me passed away. You don't have time to play with. Tomorrow not promised to us. So why are we playing around like we got forever? Let's get to the point, y'all. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? We got dreams, we got aspirations. Let's do it. If you need mentorship, tap in. If you need to jump off the porch, tap in. But stop playing around and let's get to the point. Let's get to the other side so we can have this generational wealth. And I'm gonna pretty much leave it off as that.
You ain't got no quote for tonight?
Nah, that was pretty much it. God dang, I'm trying to drop the mic. Nah, man, no quote. Keep doing. If you want to keep getting what you're getting, keep doing what you're doing, yo. All right. But
that's the mic being dropped.
All right, man. We'll see y'all same bat time, same back channel next week, y'all. All right. Good night.
All right.
Peace out, y'all.